Hi, this is Marcus Simpson at Futureprint TV at the Seiko Open Week. Delighted to have with me Josef from Zimmer. And Zimmer are a super innovative textile machinery manufacturer. I'm going to find out a bit more about you now, actually, Josef. Give us a bit about your background, what you do for Zimmer, and what it is exactly that Zimmer creates for the world.
Okay. Zimmer is a traditional manufacturer in the textile machinery industry. Has a long history. Now it's nearly 150 years ago that Zimmer was founded, and I am the CTO of Zimmer in Kufstein. We have two companies in Austria. There is one in Kufstein and one in Klagenfurt. I am the CTO of the Zimmer company in Kufstein, and our main focus is developing digital printers for all kind of different textile materials. We are specialized on heavy textiles and carpets. Therefore, I'm here at the Seiko Open Week because we are working with their print heads, which give us a lot of benefits in this area. And our main focus, as I said before, heavy textiles like carpets, dairy towels, upholstery, but we are also doing some special applications. We are going to do a lot of R&D work in pigment printing and also in camouflage printing.
Yeah, so you're leading the way, particularly in heavy textiles, like you say, and from my sort of limited technical knowledge, I'd say that's the most challenging type of textile is for digital printing. Would that be fair to say?
Probably yes, because it's not such a common market as you can see it in the fashion printing industry. In the fashion printing industry, I think you can have a look at a lot of suppliers. They are doing a very good job on the flat fabrics, on the fashion fabrics, but we, in our case, on the heavy textiles, we have to get a certain penetration. Therefore, we need a certain amount of ink, and this needs special processes, especially regarding pre-treatment and post-treatment. And everybody would like to get the full penetration for high-quality printing, and that's the challenge. And we are one of the companies are dealing with this type of print.
Absolutely. And also, obviously, you've got a strong relationship with Seiko. What is it about Seiko's technology or Seiko's kind of approach to innovation that works well for Zimmer?
Okay, now with the new printhead, the RC1536 with the recirculation system, this gives us, of course, a big advantage, especially when it comes to pigment printing, because recirculation avoids sedimentation in the printhead and on the nozzle surface. Recirculation is really an advantage on this, and for certain applications, either for pigment printing or especially also for camouflage printing, which is in the most cases a combination between, for instance, acid and pigment printing. We are also working with this type of head because on the one hand it's a good technology, and on the other hand we get a very good support from Seiko as well.
Absolutely, it's really important, isn't it? Just finally though, I'm kind of interested, you mentioned pigment ink.
Yes.
That's really needed for textile, for a lot of the heavy applications. Why is it so challenging?
In some cases it is really needed, as I said, especially for the camouflage printing it is needed. And why is it so special? Because the pigment printing is a challenge. On the one hand, it's probably the most difficult ink to handle in the textile business, and therefore it needs a special treatment with circulation, and you have to implement a lot of maintenance cycle to maintenance features to get a very good performing machine, and this is really a challenge, and we try to solve it.
Yeah, and with the recirculation, it helps prevent clogging and so on and so forth, is that right?
Yes, exactly. It helps prevent clogging, it helps prevents sedimentation inside the head, it helps to avoid sedimentation in the ink system, and therefore you need a special ink supply system which is you have to take care about the ink feeding system on the infeed, and you have to recirculate with a pump and a special negative pressure sensor. So this is a challenge to keep a constant flow.
Okay, brilliant. Well, listen, thanks so much for joining us. I know you're about to do a panel,
Yes.
which is fantastic, and obviously this event is a good opportunity to meet a lot of people and hopefully give you some additional ideas.
It is a good, of course, it is a good event, and you meet a lot of specialists in the industry, and you can have a look into the different kind of technologies, not only in printheads and inks, but also in different type of technologies, everything what is required around the inkjet printing system.
Well, congratulations with what you're doing with Zimmer. I know you had a great show at ITMA and you feel quite inspired by the textile industry now with inkjet, so we're excited about the future.
We are excited about the future because the ITMA show was very important for us. The ITMA show was really good. It was fantastic, and the whole industry was there. And we hope this will give the whole industry a positive push for the next few years. And I'm really convinced that everything will get into the right direction.
Thanks for joining us, Joseph. That's Marcus Simpson, Seiko Open Week for Futureprint TV.
Thank you very much.